Welcome to the Science of Fishing, where we break down the bite. Before we get started, big shout out to our sponsor, Bloody Battery, for powering this episode.
What's going on, everybody? Mark here with another episode of the Science of Fishing. We're hanging out here at the Catch Sport Fishing Championship, and I got a very special guest, Jeff Simmons. Jeff, how you doing, bro?
Good, man. Enjoying the off season.
Yeah.
I've been doing a little traveling, and happy to be back for my second year in a row down here.
It's good to have you, man. It's second year in a row. We sat down before last year. What are you excited about this year coming in? It's your second time doing it. You want to sailfish, you want to tuna. What's your thing this year?
I actually caught a sailfish last year.
Okay.
I want to maybe catch more than one so I can help my team win.
Yeah.
But I do want to maybe hook on to a tuna or something in that nature. My something, outside of the sailfish, they all a fight. Just to feel that different fight from a different fish outside of the sailfish. But I think it'll be real fun to maybe end up catching a tuna, maybe slicing it up.
That's good, man. That's good. So you were a freshwater fisherman, right? Primarily.
Yeah.
And now you're loving this saltwater stuff, right? I hear through the SFC Insider grapevine that, you might be getting involved in SFC somehow. Tell me a little bit about what you've seen Sport Fishing Championship do and how you foresee yourself fitting into that.
Well, I would say for me, I think personally, when you outside of the game of football, it's like, when a lot of people retire, you hear so many of those stories like guys not really knowing what they really enjoy doing, or guys trying to figure out what they enjoy doing. I think for me, I think fishing is something I really enjoy doing, and when you find something you're passionate about, and for me, I would speak on myself. I would say when I found, like, normally throughout my life, it's like my foundation. My passion is to work with kids. In the Nashville community, Mississippi community, that was my passion. So I made my foundation around that. I think when it comes down to fishing, I really enjoy fishing. On my off days, I want to go out to the water. I want to be on the water, no matter if I'm just on my boat. Just to be on the water, that kind of put me at ease when maybe a tough loss or something like that don't happen on Sundays. So when you can find a niche that you really enjoy doing, I think that's when you want to dive more into it. I've been talking to Mark a little bit about, trying to figure out the best options, or especially when it comes down to partnership, and, trying to find a team that, I could put my mark on, or, kind of my name or
Right.
whatever it may be. Like I said, when it comes down to the partnership, I think that's what it is about. To be able to eventually have your own team, that's always a goal. I think that was my goal when it came down to the game of football. And, where I grew up at, I wanted my hometown to have a football team by me. And, I started my first year with that was last year. We called it the Macon Titans, Knoxville Titans. So, eventually, maybe because my high school don't have a fishing team, and this is my first year ever finding out that kids could go to college for fishing. They have like the pros and things of that nature, especially like I saw fishing the Bassmaster a couple weeks ago, and found that out. So when you be able to put things like that in your community and your high school, I think that's my biggest goal. And eventually being able to be part of the SFC family, and eventually be on, partner with one of these teams. I think that's my ultimate goal.
That's awesome, man. I mean, you're already part of the SFC family. You spoke at Super Bowl with Mark and Jaselyn and all that, and Jaselyn said she can kick your ass, bro. What do you got to say back to that, man?
Nothing, because she's probably right. I mean, look at her. She's one of the top anglers in out here in this world for a reason, especially because it's just like, she comes and start talking smack about the game of football, and I'm like, you go in there try to hold up 600 pounds,
right,
to a double team. I'm sure she'll say the same thing, like, you have it. But I think that's the reason why you respect so much about every profession, no matter if it's, the doctors out here, or the women's anglers, or the game of football. You have nothing but respect for me. I have nothing but respect for them, because like these people, they put so much time into it. It's just like myself with the game of football, and you see, I follow her on Instagram. You see, the award she'd be up for. You see that, her like, I guess, accolades and stuff in that nature. So you appreciate it. But I think tomorrow I'm actually on team with her, so
There you go.
I'm excited to be fishing with her.
Well, you got one of the best in the
Yeah.
league, man. You're going to be side by side, one of the best in that league, one of the best in this league, and then it's all coming together through fishing, which is, it's pretty incredible. I mean, Jeff, we're looking forward to watching you this season, man. We're looking forward to bringing you in closer to the SFC family. You're already our family, man, and the Science of Fishing family. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for sitting down, man.
Most definitely. Appreciate you.
All right, bro.
Thanks for tuning in to the Science of Fishing. We hope you picked up something for the next time you're wetting a line. Before we cast off, big thanks to our sponsors for keeping us hooked. Stay dialed in by following us at Science of Fishing. Hit subscribe and share with your crew. Until next time, catch 'em up.